What is psychophysiological coaching?
Psychophysiological coaching is a more scientific term of saying we're looking at mind and body coaching. It's looking at a more integrated practice of not just isolating parts, isolating cognition away from emotion, away from motivation, away from physiology. It's taking into consideration that we have embodied cognition. What we think happens throughout our body. What happens throughout our body ends up in our minds. We only have to kind of open our shoulders, look up, and we start to feel better by just changing our physiology. We only have to sort of look down and slump our shoulders, and eventually we start to feel a bit sort of static and slumpy. So when we take an embodied cognition perspective of a human being, that we are a holistic entity that has these different components, but they're all interrelated, then we start to look at, okay, well, when we're looking to create change or transformation or a high level of functioning or improve our optimal experience, then we need to work with all modalities of the human being. And psychophysiological coaching is really looking at the psychology and the physiology and looking at where they marry together. And so if we're making change in our psyche, how can we metaphorically do that physiologically to have a greater impact, so that learning is deeper, there's more embedment of what's occurring there. So often we might take a particular example and then go practice it physically, whether that's jumping in a pool or doing a handstand or doing something in an environment that we're not used to. We can, by changing physical elements, we can change the psychological elements and vice versa.